Welcome back to Trilby's Notes. It's black and white, and there are some very familiar items strewn about. Look, apron. It was a tough, well-used brown leather apron. Matthew wondered which member of the staff had been using it. Look, knives. A selection of knives were arranged conveniently above the sideboard. One of them was Sir Roderick's old jungle machete, which he liked to keep there as some sort of joke. Look, mask. A smoke mask, the sort of thing used by metal workers, hung from the west wall. The gardener liked to keep it there as some kind of souvenir from his younger days. Look, brandy. The bottle was almost full. Sir Roderick had been drinking less and less lately. Oh, that's good. Matthew took the brandy bottle and a pair of appropriate glasses. Hello. You haven't tried to speak to me in a while. I did another painting today. I showed it to Father and he said it was promising. I keep trying to tell him about you, but he never listens. You haven't knocked for me in so long I was beginning to wonder. Hey, do you want to see my painting? I'm not sure how to get it through the door. Painting under door. I'm pushing the painting under your door, okay? Just give it back when you've finished. How dare you, sir? You intrude on my hospitality and insult my judgment? That's Father. Get out of my house, you worm! I better see what's the matter. Ask for painting back. Ask for painting. Fine. Sure, that's not gonna make things worse. Open door. Father? Oh, it's you. Father, what happened? I heard shouting. That old fool told me some rubbish about my figurine. Said the only tribe it could have come from all died in slavery years ago. Actually had the nerve to accuse me of buying from a forger. I'm sorry, Father. What are you apologizing for? Where's that damn brandy? I've got it here. Give it to me. I'll go back to my room, Father. Show me your painting. Father? You said you had a painting. Show it to me. I can't, Father. And why not? Because... Come on, out. Why not? Out with it! Because I gave it to the boy behind the door. I see. Father, go back to your room, boy. I have to write my diary entry. Yes, Father. An hour of silence passed, and Matthew grew concerned about his father. Strangely, the most disturbing thing had been Sir Roderick's reaction to Matthew mentioning the boy behind the door. In the past, raising this had usually revoked a violent rage or an instant flat denial. Matthew wondered what sort of anxiety was going through his father's mind. Smash! What was that? Father, what are you doing? Where's the apron? Open door. Matthew was confused by his own reluctance. He had longed to see what was beyond this door his entire life, but now, given the chance, he was struck with fear. He peered cautiously through and saw a set of rough stone steps leading down to some kind of basement. I should have done this the moment you came into this world, demon child. May God forgive me for having a part in your creation. Father? What are you doing? Do you see what you've done? I didn't want him to see this! Do you see what you've done? Father, no! Father! Father! Ooh! Yeah! My, my apologies, dear boy, but I couldn't resist. You look so lost in that painting, I didn't think you even saw me come in. What? What? Is everything all right, Terry? Yes, everything's fine. It's just for a moment there I thought I saw. Never mind. Swain and I were talking about you after you ran out of the room. I said you seemed like something was making you terribly anxious. Frankly, I think that's still the case. I'm okay, really, I am. Well, if you're sure. I was certain my mind was not playing tricks on me. I had been back there in Defoe Manor looking through the eyes of Matthew Defoe. I had seen the events that had created John Defoe. I saw his death at the hands of Sir Roderick, that terrible, violent end that would bring him back as that awful wraith. But somehow, seeing that event, it was clear to me there was more to this than the ghost of one retarded youth. There had been something very wrong about that idol even before it was used to destroy John Defoe. A name stuck out in my memory: the Sea Angel, the name of the ship on which Sir Roderick had found the figurine. Now I had a lead. Professor, do you know anything about a ship called the Sea Angel? You know, it's funny you should mention that name. There was a really old wooden chisel among the Defoe artifacts, and the words Sea Angels are carved into the handle. Where is the chisel? Out on display in the convention hall next to the dining room. What's this all about, Terry? Oh, it's nothing. It's just a little side project my clients want me to get into. Thank you for your help. No problem. Take care of yourself. Hmm. Excuse me. I was frankly astonished that Matthew Defoe's painting excuse me, had survived the immolation of Defoe Manor. Someone had stuck a piece of paper under the frame, perhaps for me to find. It was a page from a religious book I wasn't familiar with. I enclose it here with these notes. Victim 5. The child. The fifth man who desired judgment was the child, whose father held the carving of the slave. The prince came to him and was at once rightly pleased with what he found, for the house of the child and his father already well knew the name of the king. And as the prince watched, the child was thrown down by his father and broken with the wood of the prince's soul. But as the child's body, mind, and soul began to drift apart, the prince held them together and said, "You are the child, and to you I grant power, for I see in you the potential that will grant my father the king his greatest wish. You shall be not of the realm of technology nor the realm of magic, but of both. Thus you shall form the bridge. And across the bridge the king shall bleh. And across the bridge the king shall come to bring his message to the men of technology. Through you, child, the bridge will come, and thus I name you the Bridge Keeper." And the prince touched the child, and he was the bridge keeper, and his three aspects were granted power, so that his soul would join with the prince's soul in the wood of the tree. And the bridge keeper rose up and threw down his father, and threw down his brother, and truly did they know the name of the king. And into the house of his father went the body and the mind of the bridge keeper. So John's a bridge keeper now. Look counter. The reception desk was a cheap pine affair and unadorned with papers or materials. Someone left a matchbox on top of the desk. Only one match was left. I took it anyway. Curious, curious, curious. I suppose the first thing we should try. Open door. Pick lock. There was no pick in the world that could unlock a deadbolt on the opposite side of a door. Quite right. So what do we do? I already know what I have to do, but still, I just like to raise that question out loud. And there are some things that will happen. One of which concerns, well, you'll find out. Open door. Open door. Look room. This was a completely standard hotel room equipped with a bed, sofa, and television. Look TV. A deactivated color television was sitting on the edge of a counter. Turn on TV. I never liked television, and the events of film manner gave me cause to like it even less. Sleep. Solving the mystery of my predicament was more important than sleep at that time. Now, Trilby, you know you can't solve a mystery without sleep. An unrested mind is an unsound mind. Um, Open door. It would not give when pushed. I saw no direct means of opening it. The door at the far end was colored differently to the others. A note read, "Emergency fire escape access. Do not attempt to force. In the event of a fire, door will unlock automatically." Event of a fire, you say? Look, smoke detector. It was a circular white heat sensor, presumably tied to the hotel's fire safety systems. Light match. Oh, God! Click. I'd forgotten about that one. I pushed my way through the door and descended the fire escape. Oh, that's no good. Take pill. There we go. Look, table. It was probably used for garden maintenance and tool storage, that sort of thing. An old iron crowbar was the only tool being stored at the time. Take crowbar. Take crowbar. I took the crowbar with me. Perhaps it would serve a purpose. Yeah, perhaps. Climb. I climbed back up the ladder and entered the same floor I had come from. Well, now what? Can't open the door until I'm in the other world. Look, door. An open door was the only exit beside the staircase. That's not what I was talking about. Open door. The door was either stuck or locked. That's not the only one. Look at the one that's closed. Don't give me a hard time, Trilby. I have no time for your guff. I am on a strict no guff diet. Yes. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of the welder in this one. We've got a bigger problem. There we go. Use crowbar to remove wood. What? 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 Son